Factories appear set for reopen, we get some CyberTruck news, and it looks like we've got some time to wait for Battery Day. This is Tesla Tidbits episode number 588 for Tesla 420 Day, April 20th, 2020. This show is sponsored by my supporter Richard. If you're in the market for a new Tesla, please consider using his referral code. Ask your salesperson to use code Richard174 or go direct to the web link ts.la/Richard174 and pick up a 1,000 mile supercharging credit for your new vehicle. We start this week with the plan from Tesla to at least reopen Giga, Nevada for post-pandemic work. As I'd previously reported, Tesla is hoping to reopen Fremont on May 4th, though I'm not holding my breath on that one. According to a story from Teslarati, it would seem that Tesla is planning to also reopen Giga, Nevada on the same date, though I have more hope that this will actually happen, given that Nevada is not California with their measures. Another reason I have way more hope that this is happening is that the info comes from Mike Kazmierski, the president and CEO of the Economic Development Authority of Western Nevada. The reopen will not come without changes, though, for sure. Nevada's Occupational Health and Safety Administration has a few things to say about how things will go. Among these are that masks and disposable gloves will become a requirement for work, social distancing will be a must, as well as the frequent disinfection of high-touch work surfaces. Tesla will also be voluntarily administering temperature checks of inbound crew, and if any are found with a temperature of 100.4 degrees or more, they will be turned away and sent home. Additionally, any confirmed COVID-19 cases among employees will be investigated. The employee will be interviewed to determine if they potentially impacted other coworkers. If that employee had any extensive contact with other employees, those employees will also be interviewed and required to self-quarantine and watch for symptoms. Changes in cleaning will occur as well, where custodial staff will disinfect door handles and push bars before and after shift changes, as well as clean the main entrance each hour. Additionally, employees will be provided with hand sanitizer and disinfectant wipes on entering the building. Finally, transport shuttles will reduce capacity by 30%, and the on-site cafeteria will only take orders via an online service. That's certainly a hefty change for the organization, but one that will allow workers to be safe and Tesla to continue to build batteries and powertrains for its vehicles. Now to see if they'll have a factory to send them to or not. Item number 2 today is a smattering of CyberTruck news. The biggest, courtesy of Clean Technica, is that apparently Joplin, Missouri really wants a crack at hosting the next Gigafactory that would produce the Cybertruck. If you're new to the Tesla world, when Tesla was looking for a location for the original Gigafactory, many states made their case for locating the factory there and did so with all sorts of incentives for Tesla to build in that state. Ultimately, Nevada won out with Sparks for the first time, but we're back at it again for the second factory that Tesla will build in the U.S. Joplin is offering a $1 billion package, according to a tweet from Joplin's head of Chamber of Commerce, Toby Teeter. CNBC clarified this offer, saying it included a 1,042-acre site with access to retail, many state and local tax credits, and a relatively low average cost of labor. Joplin also gets an advantage in its location, nearly smack center in the U.S. geographically. I'm sure this is the first of several offers that will eventually be public to woo Tesla to build in a location. As always, I'll keep you up on the latest developments. Also on the Cybertruck front, Elon gave us a few extra bits via Twitter on what Cybertruck will be. At jgrano305 asked Elon what the biggest change was to Cybertruck since the prototype unveil. Elon said, quote, "Reduced size by about 3%. Centerline is more level and lower windowsill height," end quote. In a separate thread, Elon was prodded for some more news when he responded, quote, "We're working on increasing dynamic air suspension travel for better off-roading. Needs to kick butt in Baja," end quote. He was later asked for clarification if this was the Raven suspension or a brand new design, and he said this was all new. Lastly, as we pretty well expected, Battery and Powertrain Day has been delayed to at least May, per a tweet from Elon. While responding to a question trying to confirm a date, he said, quote, "Hard to predict dates right now, most likely postponed to mid-May," end quote. On top of this, Battery and Powertrain Day will be tweaked a bit. The event will be only for battery tech, and the discussion on the Plaid powertrain will be handled later this year on a separate day. While we might get some info in the Q&A section, it won't be the deep dive that we were expecting. That'll do it for today's show. Thanks to all my patrons supporting the show at patreon.com/Tesla Tidbits. And as always, a special shout out to all the super patrons supporting the show at the $10 plus level. They are Ryan Scarborough, Lee Sweet, William Henry Crew III, Dorian Steve Guberman, Ralph and Cheryl Waterhouse, Megawatt Photovoltaic Development, Todd Sullivan, Mitch Long, Zortec LED Canada, Morven Og, Raymond and Deborah Malkowitz, T Sportline, Vicky Kirk, Ricky Johnston, Nathan Garza, Ed Patterman, Sunil Joseph, and Joy Rodriguez. If you have feedback for me, the best way to be heard is to tweet at Tesla Tidbits and use the hashtag AskTeslaTidbits if you'd like your question to be considered for the show. Until next time, keep it charged and hit the road.